Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Really sorry because I had a important meeting. Just I finished it up and then started. Okay. Uh, how many people is there? 10. No. Okay, I'm sharing it. Hello. Please response. You are getting my voice.
Yes, sir.
You're getting now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issue. So I am just sharing. Already share. Are you getting the PDF?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Today, actually, a very short time span, I'll complete this AI procedure. Don't worry, within half an hour and 45 minutes, I hopefully I'll complete it. So initially, just দেখে যাচ্ছে কি, since your basic objective to answer properly, correct? So, first of all, basic questions is that what is the EIA procedure? EIA procedure, Kono, what is the meaning of this EIA procedure first, and then we'll sum up of this. So, uh, so should I continue with English or preferable language Odia and Hindi? Hello, so you can silent. Hello,
No issues, sir. You can continue in English.
okay. Um, just a minute. So, EIA procedure, কোনো সি project when going to submit for any assessment, EIA assessment, environmental uh, assessment for impact. So, on that context, there is so many impact is there: socio-economic, human health. So it need to be properly assessment is required. So this procedure is a EIA procedure. What are the objective kono? Objective হলো environmental impact assessment main objective তাকে measurement করে কি কেতে effect হবে environment উপরে, and describe the steps, will cover the steps of different EIA procedures, and understand the role of public involvement. Yes, keep in mind, earlier days, environmental impact assessment, generally it's a scientific good tool or scientific good only where mathematically or scientifically measure. বহুত important point is included recent days, সেটা কোনো কি public involvement, public opinion, and public their experience and all how they will affect. So first of all, first step of EIA procedure is screening. Screening is very important during EIA procedure, because should I go line by line or should I give a brief overview? Hello, hello, hello.
Sir.
Uh, are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Should I go line by line, or I should go just summary? Summary করে আর আছি না line by line will go যেটা highlight. See, I'm PDF I already highlighted. I'll share করে দেবে. Before that, I should go. I'll not go line by line. Just okay. স্ক্রিনিং মেনলি এআই প্রসিডিউরের ফার্স্ট স্টেপ হলো কোনো স্ক্রিনিং স্ক্রিনিং নিহাতি হওয়া দরকার বিকজ সি এটু লেখা আছে দ্য আউটকাম স্ক্রিনিং মে রেজাল্ট রিকোয়ারমেন্ট ফুল অ্যান্ড কম্প্রিহেন্সিভ এআই কৌশি প্রজেক্ট যদি সাবমিট হব সেটা প্রপারলি যদি স্ক্রিনিং না হব দেন আননেসেসারিলি দেয়ার বি ডিলে ইন প্রজেক্ট কিউ রিজন কোন ফার্স্ট ইজ দেয়ার ইজ তিনটা ক্যাটাগরিরে কৌশি প্রজেক্টের project need prior environmental clearance full in AI which comes under category A. মানে it's a বড় project, mining project or maybe a industry, big industry. So it is under the category and forest and climate change recommended by expert appraisal committee which will be constituted by central government. Which will category B now thing is category A কোনো it's a big project যে প্রজেক্টে ফরেস্ট অ্যান্ড ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ ହେଇପାରେ not only that expert committee members required ହେଇପାରେ and it will be the central government issue second category ହେଲା B category under the needs recommendation from the require limited EI. Full EI, full EI means you have to be assess or environmental aspect. Then you have to cultural aspect. You have to choose financial aspect. এতে কিছু দরকার নেই ক্যাটাগরি বি রে ইট নিড লিমিটেড ইআইএ মানে বহুত কিছু জাস্ট ইটস এ সিম্পল ইআইএ ক্যাটাগরি and another category is B2 which doesn't need any AI suppose কোনসি project submit করা গেল and submit screening পর দেখা গেল no it does not much more effect environment উপরে সেমটি কিছু effect নাই on that context এটা category B2 under এ আসে so the impact may be some of the impact EIA why EIA requires কাইকি some of the are unfavorable and serious environmental impact. The impact may be non-reversible and vulnerable. Suppose some mining industry, forest is definitely forest reduce forest density will reduce because of the temperature and not only that water level will go down. It's a reversible? No, it's a totally irreversible process. So that EIA study is seriously taken care of before give the sanction. যদি দেখা যাবে কি রিভার্সিবল ইম্প্যাক্টটা বহুত বেশি তাহলে সেই প্রজেক্টটা স্যাংশন না পারে প্রপোজাল হুইচ নিড ফুল ইআইএ ইনক্লুড ড্যাম অ্যান্ড রিজার্ভার কিপ ইন মাইন্ড ক্যাটাগরি এ ড্যাম অ্যান্ড রিজার্ভার মিনারেল এক্সট্রাকশন ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল ফেসিলিটিস যেমনি ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং প্লান্টস so category B have less significant environment impact than category A okay so this is called what this is called screening okay now so next is the scoping next is scoping after screening a project scoping is done are you getting my voice can you answer
Yes, sir.
okay very good next tip is scoping scoping kono main objective of scoping may include involving public screening হয়ে গেল we'll find out okay it's a category A category B under a B or B2 B2 is not required at all EIA so scoping is next step the main objective of the scoping may be include involving public identify main stakeholders, defining the alternative, focusing on the significant issues or impact, defining boundaries of for EIA in space and time. See, don't go, you cannot write all these tough words. Simply কথা কোনো স্কোপিং কোনো স্কোপিং রে ইনভলভ করা যায় পাবলিক, আইডেন্টিফাই মেন স্টেক হোল্ডার কোনো সাপোজ কোনো জায়গায় সাপোজ ইন ফরেস্ট এরিয়া হু আর দ্য স্টেক হোল্ডার্স, দ্য ট্রাইবাল পিপল, those are staying there, living there, they are the stakeholders. So defining the alternative, suppose some cases যদি মাইনিং এ দেখা গেল কি অলমোস্ট 1 lakh people say to all 1 lakh people, then you have to set another place. So you have to take consider ki alternative kono hoche, alternative issue we have to taken care, okay, then shift the mining area to other area. So এই জিনিসগুলো স্কোপিং রে পার্ট অফ দ্য স্কোপিং। স্কোপিং কনক্লুডস উইথ টার্মস অফ রেফারেন্স ফর দ্য প্রিপারেশন অফ পিআইএ। টার্মস অফ রেফারেন্স কোন କୋଉ କଣ୍ଡିସନ ଗୁଡା ଆପଣ ସ୍କୋପିଂ ରେ ଇନକ୍ଲୁଡ କରାଯିବ। The scoping saves time, also the money, as it focus on the main issues, only which will be much helpful in decision making. Some decision, suppose a dam or river projects, which are the main issues, not side by issues. যে ছোট ছোট ইস্যু গুড়াকে ছাড়িকি মেইন ইস্যু গুড়া নিয়ে ডিসকাস করা যাব উইথ দ্য স্টেক হোল্ডার পাবলিক। In process of scoping, public involvement is the main part. A detailed study of the important issues or effect is done duration of scoping process. All the issues, suppose shifting of people, shifting of their habitants, shifting of all the irrigation process, everything a measure include. The scoping process define alternative to be proposed action. Suppose if we find out that if some area the industry always give profit, they may propose their project in some major area where they get profit. But if যদি কোনো সি project in the alternative theo, then EIA will suggest the alternative by discussing with the public. The documents covers the assessment to be done, analysis level necessary, and sort of information to be submitted. This all proves helpful for proponent of the project for the better conductance of the management. কিছু নাই অ্যাকচুয়ালি ডকুমেন্টস গোটে জেনারেট করা যাব, যে ডকুমেন্ট ভিতরে সমস্ত কন্ডিশন টার্মস অফ রেফারেন্স ইনক্লুড করা যাব। টার্মস অফ রেফারেন্স কোন যে কন্ডিশন গুলো ভিতরে যে কন্ডিশন উইল গিভ দ্য ডিসিশনস হেল্প করিব ডিসিশন নেবা পাই। আফটার দ্যাট on that context will management will give the decision, okay, then tell me what is the meaning of screening, 1 2 line anybody can answer, then I'll go to the next step. What is meaning of screening, what you understand me screening re mane karo, what is screening, anybody answer?
To categorize the project A, B1 or B2
Very good.
according to the impact of the project.
In environmental impact,
Yes.
socio impact, political impact, say scoping, what is scoping, anybody other than you are always answer giving answer.
That to involve public.
Involve public for decision making, correct, for decision making. So these are the main 2 points I discussed. Now coming to very good, yesterday I somebody answered out of your team, what is baseline, correct, somebody answered baseline, what is baseline, anything, what you understand baseline kono, baseline condition kono, anybody? Okay, yesterday last year you can remember that baseline means some air quality baseline means oxygen level, oxygen percentage, CO2 percentage, carbon monoxide percentage, what are the changes, okay. So same thing I discuss here in last class I discussed, and same thing establish baseline condition. Suppose EIA study করিবা পূর্বরু baseline condition কোন সেটা নিহাতি দরকার। The major impact project will have an aspect environment are covered. Scoping done of a project location in a proper way highlights the significant environmental issues. Scoping রে কোন করা যায় পাবলিক ইনভলভ করে কি উই ফাইনালাইজ এ লোকেশন সো স্কোপিং কোন হেল্প করলে ফাইনালাইজ এ লোকেশন ইনক্লুডিং অল্টারনেটিভ কୌଣସି ଜାଗା ଥିବ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଯେଠୁ ଯେଠୁ ଏନଭାୟରମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟ ମିନିମମ୍ ହବ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ସ୍କୋପିଂ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ফাইনালাইজ ହେଲା নাও সেই জায়গায় consequently we can say scoping and the baseline studies of the project run into each other, then we start the baseline condition study. It develop countries doing baseline studies of a project run into countries doing baseline study in much easier as these countries have long term database for environmental measures. Suppose this development country kono like USA, like Canada, like European country, they have beautiful baseline environmental data. କୋଉ ଇୟରରେ କୋଉ environment seasonରେ temperature, humidity, air quality সমস্ত baseline data, water level সমস্ত baseline data is perfect. So it is really helpful for them. But in India is a huge country. ଏଠୁ baseline data collection କୋଉ ସମୟରେ ହୁଏ ଯେ ସମୟରେ some project is submitted for a particular area. So what are the baseline is in based on environmental parameter kono. First is water quality, air quality, soil quality. Water quality kono dissolved oxygen, biological oxygen demand BOD. Some of my students did project on this water quality. Chemical oxygen demand COD, present water quality. Suppose I write down the present COD, BOD of this place, like in earlier this I told Keonjhar. Suppose somebody pen down. Suppose write. So after কিছু সময় পরে যদি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এস্টাবলিশ হব মানে হোয়াট আর দ্য চেঞ্জেস অবজার্ভ সেটা আমরা দেখে রাখছি নেক্সট ইজ এয়ার কোয়ালিটি মেইন হলো পারমানেন্ট লাইক এসপিএম and RSPM. SPM is solid particle matter, and RSPM means respiratory suspended particulate matter. Hardly last year I tell you regarding NALCO, these area lokomane they have some respiratory disease, cirrhosis disease, tuberculosis disease. So why it is happen? Because সেই জায়গায় air quality is very poor. Next is soil quality, soil type, land use pattern, and solid waste. Okay. Now noise level also is very important because if you have work somebody ଆପଣ ମାନେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉ ଏରିଆରେ ସେଇ ଏରିଆରେ ଯଦି ନଏଜ୍ ଲେଭେଲ ସବୁ ଟାଇମରେ 80 ଡେସିବେଲ ଉପରେ ଥିବ ସପୋଜ ଆମ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଏଷ୍ଟାବ୍ଲିଶ ହେବା ପରେ ତାହେଲେ ସାଇଡ ଲୋକାଲିଟି ମାନେ ଏଫେକ୍ଟେଡ ହବ সোসিও ইকোনমিক কন্ডিশন সোসিও-ইকোনমিক কন্ডিশন অলওয়েজ ইটস এ পজিটিভ ফেনোমেনা কাହିଁକି যদি କୌଣସି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହବ ଦେନ୍ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ সোসিও-ইকোনমিক সিচুয়েশন লাইক ইন ধামরা earlier I have seen. Generally I used to go Wheeler's Island. So Dhamra earlier only mud hut was there. Now you can see the big cars, then big house in the same place. Means socio-economic condition is improved. But socio-economic condition is improve for improvement. If we totally ignore environment, no, it's not possible. So socio-economic also a parameter, noise level also parameter, soil quality a parameter, air quality parameter, water quality is a parameter for baseline study. Natural resource, suppose covered and uncovered forest area, wildlife population. Suppose কোনোসি জায়গায় tiger like in Simlipal, if tiger is in there is some suppose say 100 tiger is there, after industry you find out that that number of tiger is reduced to on only 50 or it may reduce, then we have to find out alternative. Another last is aesthetic environment, commercial, residential and archaeological sites. survey method and GIS. Suppose GIS system means geographical information system. Geography means a satellite image we have to take. After suppose a GIS environment systems like in Himalayan area, so many glaciers is melted. Earlier, 5-10 years back, some GIS information means some picture have taken from satellite. Now the picture is taken, then we can study the environment effect kemiti hela. The glacier is totally melted. So this geographical information system will give the easy comparison. Okay. Now tell me what are the baseline study we have to do? What are the environmental baseline data we should have? Baseline data kono. What are the baseline data? Anybody? Anybody?
Air quality, water quality,
Yes,
uh,
very good.
noise level.
Noise level, socio-economic condition, natural resource. So suppose this may be the another. What is the significant baseline in AI process? This AB it a good important question. Now coming to, I tell you, eh, I will just I'll be I'll share PDF to share kar debe. At the same time, just go through. I'll ask question every time. Impact analysis prediction. Okay. So impact analysis prediction. What is the method? Screening does the filtering the project as which one requires EIA. Suppose screening already I told na screening karo category A. Category A project like river project, dam project due to environmental it's a huge impact on environment. So first is impact process prediction identification. I identify the possible impact of a project in each phase, also the activities. Each phase, suppose first is a impact kono, suppose a dam project first kono কি area খালি করে আছে evacuation of the place. So তাই তার এফেক্ট কোন ଲୋକମାନେ ଯଦି ରିହାବିଲିটেସন ଦରକାର ତାର ଏଫେକ୍ଟ କଣ ହେଲା ବିକଜ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଯୋଉ ପପୁଲେସନ ତାଙ୍କର ପିଲାମାନେ ଅଛି ତାଙ୍କର ଏଡୁକେସନ ଲେଭେଲରେ ଏଫେକ୍ଟ ହବ ତ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ନିଡ୍ ଟୁ ବି ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଫାଇ ପ୍ରିଡିକ୍ସନ estimation of magnitude duration and the level of impact এই যে এফেক্টটা হবো এই এফেক্টটা for how many years it may be generation after not suppose Hiroshima Nagasaki যে bomb nuclear bomb blast hela then prediction is enormous prediction means generation after generation effect hela environment effect hela so that is done by the prediction method. Third point hela to determine the evaluation kono residual impact evaluating impact that how they can be reduced impact to habo but কেমিতি তারা রিডিউস করা ছিল হোয়াট আর দ্য পসিবল মিটিগেশন স্টেপস ক্যান বি টেকেন মিটিগেশন স্টেপ কোন সেই অনুসারে তার গোটে প্ল্যান রহিব তো ইম্প্যাক্ট অ্যানালিসিস রে নট অনলি আইডেন্টিফিকেশন প্রিডিকশন ইভালুয়েশন অলসো দরকার কি তাଙ୍କର মিটিগেশন প্ল্যান বি দরকার মিটিগেশন প্ল্যান কোন সাপোজ ইভাকুয়েশন କରାଗଲା ଲୋକମାନେ ରିଭର ସାଇଡ୍ରେ ଡ୍ୟାମ୍ ସାଇଡ୍ରେ ତାଙ୍କର ରିପ୍ଲେସ୍ କରାଗଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଜବ୍ ସିକ୍ୟୁର କରିବାର ଅଛି ସେମାନେ କେମିତି ତାର ଇରିଗେସନ କରିବ କି ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟେସନ କରିବ ସେଇଗୁଡ଼ା ସିକ୍ୟୁର କରିବାର ଅଛି so that evaluation is required. So impact identification and prediction can be described by the following indicator. So prediction kono prediction is estimation of magnitude जो water quality केमिति air noise and ecological committee মানে ତାଙ୍କର effect কোন sensitivity and biodiversity সেটা भी দেখিয়ার আছে. The impact may be summarized by two types: direct impact or indirect impact. Direct impact due to proposed action happening at the same time the place, while indirect impact caused by the action over a long time. Method of somebody in please mute your mic. So method of impact prediction is explorative method. See, my perception is that when you attempting a question, suppose ଆପଣ এই বিষয়গুলো just highlighted portion গুলো ଦେଖିବେ ଆଉ ଜିନିଷ କି ଯଦି ପୁରା ବିଷୟଟା ଆପଣ ମନେ ନଥିବ just try to highlight the points like we have this impact analysis is that identification, prediction, evaluation. So at least one on point should be right. Okay. Somebody please mute your mic. Uh, can you identify who is there? Mute, unmute.
पुष्पप्रिया म्यूट करो पुष्पप्रिया
Okay. Method of impact prediction. Many methods for prediction of impact have been available. Many method kono, many new and improved method are being constantly developed. Method of impact prediction can be broadly divided into two. আচ্ছা, next 10 years কোন হবো, how will come to know? Some prediction method দরকার। next 10 years air quality কেমিতি হবে, next 10 years water level কেমিতি হবে, next years সেই জায়গায় forestation deforestation কেমিতি হবে, next সেই জায়গায় economic situation কোন হবো। So all this prediction have to make. What are the method? Extrapolative method and normative method. Extrapolative method kono impact prediction are made on the basis of past and present data and which include trend and scenario analysis. Trend, suppose say somebody purchasing a land at Bhubaneswar now. So say why he will purchase a land? Because he will see the trend. Trend money kono okay. Per year land cost is increasing by 5 lakhs. So next 10 years or next 5 years it will increase to 25 lakhs. So what is this? This is a trend. This is called scenario analysis. Analysis only. It correct hey pare, na be correct hey pare. But pakafaki, it's like a prediction. It's not 100%. It may be 80%, 70% prediction. But it give you an idea ki next 10 years এই জায়গায় socio economic condition কোন হবো, air quality কেমিতি condition কোন হবো. So this is extrapolative. Normative method examine how fulfillment a desired target achieved. So for example, if one a construction project, suppose a project target set at 10 employee and 50% local population. Meeting this target may require changing the project and associated employment policy. Suppose কোনোসি project decide করলে কি no আমার localite নেবার ଅଛି, local লোক নেবার ଅଛି, so তো আমি যদি 100 লোক কাମ କରିବେ ତା ଭିତରେ 50 ଲୋକ local ଲୋକ ନେବାର ଅଛି, so ତାଙ୍କର କ'ଣ ହବ, ତାଙ୍କର project requirement change କରିବାର ଅଛି। ତାଙ୍କର ସେଇ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଆସିବେ, ଯେମିତି ଆଇ ରିମେମ୍ବର କି ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଧାମରା ପୋର୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଲା, ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଆସିଲେ ଟାଟା ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏଲ୍&ଟି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟେଡ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଧାମରା ପୋର୍ଟ, ଦେନ୍ ଆଦାନୀ ଟେକ୍ ଓଭର। ଟାଟା କ'ଣ କଲେ, ଲୋକାଲ ଲୋକ ନେବା ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟ କ'ଣ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କଲେ, ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କଲେ କ୍ୟାପାସିଟି ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ କଲେ। ଲୋକାଲ ଲୋକରେ ITI କଲେଜ ଖୋଲିଦେଲେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ, ତାପରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଟ୍ରେନିଂ 3 months ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କଲେ, ଦେନ୍ ତା ଭିତରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଏକ୍ସାମ ନେଇକି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ନେଇକି ଦେ ଗଟ୍ ଦ ବେଷ୍ଟ recruit the best person from them. So this is another normative method, যে মেথড রে কোন করা যায় কি প্রেডিকশন করা যায় কি নেক্সট 10 ইয়ার্স যদি এমপ্লয়ি নিয়ে যাব কোন কোন ফ্যাসিলিটি দরকার হবে। নেক্সট ইজ ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল মডেল। ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল মডেল ইজ আগুলো যে দুইটা মেথড দেখলে সেগুলো হলো কোয়ালিটেটিভ, মানে ধারণা, গোটে প্রেডিকশন বা চিন্তা, কি গোটে গোটে ওপিনিয়ন, এইগুলো হলো এইগুলা জিনিস হলো কোয়ালিটেটিভ মেথড। তাহলে কি কোয়ালিটেটিভ মেথড কোনটা? এক্সট্রাপোলেটিভ মেথড কোয়ালিটি মেথড, অ্যান্ড নরমেটিভ মেথড হলো কোয়ালিটি মেথড। Now we come to some mathematical model. Mathematical model. So এই যে কোশ্চেনটা মিন্স এই যে মেথডটা is this question may be a very important. Right, impact analysis and prediction methods. So এইগুলা পয়েন্ট ଆପଣ মেনশন করে রয়েছে। আই হোপ କି କିଛି କିଛି ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଯଦି ଡିସ୍କସନରେ ମିନ୍ସ ଅସୁବିଧା ହବ ଏଗେନ୍ ମୁଁ ରିପିଟ୍ କରିବି। ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକାଲ ମଡେଲ କ'ଣ? Cause and effect relationship is the basis of this method, can be expressed through mathematical function. Mathematical function কোনো একটু দেয়া নেই, ফর্চুনেটলি দেয়া নেই, but because it's a very statistical method, statistics method, it's very difficult to means showcase also. Model of a like showcase showing phosphorus retention, it is two types. এই যে ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল মডেল সেইটা কোনো এটা গোটে ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল ফাংশন উপরে ডিপেন্ড করে। ତା ଭିତରେ ହେଲା deterministic model. This is used socio-economic analysis of impact prediction. So socio-economic analysis of impact prediction. Suppose, say, now this one person is earning 5, so 5 rupees per day, or 500 rupees per day. So next 1 year, then there will be 50% escalation of 50% escalation of wages. So how much he will earn? 50% means 250 rupees. So 500 plus 250 rupees, 750 rupees. তাহলে তার সোসিও ইকোনমিক সিচুয়েশন স্ট্যাটাস চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাব। সে সাইকেলরে চলাউথিলে সে বাইক নেবে, বিকজ পার ডে হি ইজ আর্নিং 750 rupees. So this is deterministic method, and mathematically we can analyze. Stochastic model. Prediction of an impact can be known through degree of probability of happening of a phenomenon. Suppose some stochastic method is that suppose prediction of a impact known through probability. So এই জিনিসটা 50% ହେଇପାରେ, এই জিনিসটা 50% ହେଇପାରେ, like say air quality can reduce 20%. So এই যে 20%, 30%, 50%, so it is a probability of happening. Suppose somebody of your friend exam ପାଇଁ appear କଲା ପରେ somebody your friend ask what is the chances of pass, and you say 50%. This is called a prediction probability. This is called stochastic model. Next is statistical model. These are used to predict flood phenomena. Means generally flood situation হবো কি হবনি, so এই statistical method use করা যায়। Geographical information system, already I told you, GIS. GIS technique are used analyzing or predicting impact of a project will have on the given local location of area. Basically, GIS study is done by totally pictorial comparison. Suppose in Bhitarkanika we have taken a picture in 2024. 2030 we have taken another picture and we compare করে জানা পড়লে কি there is a 50% is reduction in trees. So this is called GIS study. Another is field and laboratory experimental method. Yes, so before implementing project, a field inventory is carried out to get together baseline information. Actually কোনো যদি କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ particular ଜାଗାରେ like କେଉଁଝର ଯଦି field data ଦରକାର ଗୋଟେ ଆମର means transportable or portable laboratory ଦରକାର, সেই laboratory କ'ଣ କରିବେ, সেই ଜାଗାରେ ଯିବେ, সেই ଜାଗାରେ এয়ার কোয়ালিটি চেক করিব, সেই জায়গায় ওয়াটার কোয়ালিটি চেক করিব, সেই জায়গায় পলিউশন লেভেল চেক করিব। সো সে ফিল্ড ইনফরমেশন এক্সপেরিমেন্টাল মেথডটা নিহাতি দরকার। অ্যানাদার ইজ কল ফিজিক্যাল মডেল। Field and laboratory experiment are main component of the model which help to take criterion decision. Actually যে ডাটাগুলা মিললে field data or laboratory data from field, so analysis or decision ରେ so এইগুলা ଆମ ডাটা প্লটিং দরকার, analysis দরকার। so ଆମ ଗୋଟେ ଯଦି ମଡେଲ ନା ରହିବ, ଗୋଟେ ଚାର୍ଟ বা গোটে like map না রইব, then it will not give a proper decision. Expert judgment based on this all data gote table ro neiki bosibe like GIS data, picture, everything, then expert will give a judgment. Okay, this may be the effect hei pare, ei jagare etike effect hei pare. Okay, you will have a alternative, or so you should have a mitigation plan. Then only will give a clearance. Okay, so you tell me at least three method, three EIA procedure, what I taught you, মানে তিনটা আর চারটা মেথড মতে কন্ত কি যে অনুসারে আম EIA স্টাডি করা যায়। Can you can anybody tell? Anybody is there? Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
So again I repeat, কোন মেথড গুড়া কোন? First is method of impact prediction kono extrapolative method, normative method. Okay, next is mathematical model. Mathematical model ভিতরে হচ্ছে deterministic method, stochastic model, তারপর হচ্ছে statistical model, তারপর হচ্ছে GIS, geographical information system, তারপরে কোনো field and laboratory method, experimental method কোনো baseline data collection করে পাই। তারপর physical model কোনো, physical model কি এইগুলো ডাটা যে কালেকশন হলো সেগুলো তো প্লট করে আরেছি, গ্রাফ বানাই বেরোচ্ছি, then expert judgment, expert will give the judgment. Okay, understood? Okay, can I go to public involvement in EIA?
Yes, sir.
Okay, এইটা ଗୋଟେ important question I tell you. This first three chapter out of this first three and four, all are important. This is another important. Explain the public involvement in EIA process. এইটা ଗୋଟେ question ହେଇପାରେ. Explain public involvement in EIA procedure. For the success of EIA, one of the fundamental principle is the public involvement. Public involvement টা হওয়া দরকার. I think I told you after screening, scoping re আমার public involvement is there, no? Scoping. Can you remember? I told you the scoping. Then public involvement, public opinion, semane based on that the decision making. So same it is same in scoping purpose re public involvement দরকার। For the success of EIA process, গোটে EIA process আম করলে যেটা বর্ষে আর 2 বর্ষ লাগিলে, so said what is the success rate is the based on public. Environmental clearance system is transparent in public involvement and gives opportunity to the people who will be affected by the project and can share their opinion on social and environmental effect on the proposed project. I think you people are very young, but I tell you, last 15 to 20 years back, one of the big projects supposed to come to Odisha. Uh, then it's a Pasco or something. I'm forgetting the name. The project is sanctioned by the government, but they not at all discuss with the public. So that is the lacking. Then public agitation is a long public agitation hala because of environmental impact. Lok mane je tribal mane dam against this project because se mane କହିଲେ କି ଆମ that's environment like forestation, deforestation habo. ତାଙ୍କର they will be evacuate this tribal people. So ultimately finally their industry is closed and they didn't get the clearance. So if this process, if we take it as an example, initial stage re EIA procedure re jodi will take the help of this public, ତାଙ୍କର ଉପରେ opinion ନେଇକି ତାଙ୍କର ଯେତିକି suggestion ନେଇକି project start project proposal ତିଆରି ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା, ତାହେଲେ I think it will not go that level. Various public right is there. Right to information access, but right to information act. Not only that, public can change the decision. and public contribute by giving information, contribution, information. So public is huge. If we say all these 3 points is very important point. যদি কোনো এমনি কোশ্চেন আসলো, explain the public involvement in AI procedure. So based on the Right to Information Act, decision can be changed by the public and the contribution and to information also can be changed. So here the role of public, I am not go detail in between line. Public role kono, public kon koribe. For the assessment of social, environment, and physical impact, public should provide essential data and information. Social data, environment data, physical impact kon hai pare. Public will give the information. Okay. Reduction of conflict by early prediction and contention issues. Suppose contentious issues means କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ suppose very sensitive issue ଅଛି, କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ମନ୍ଦିର ଅଛି, ମସଜିଦ ଅଛି, সেই ଜାଗାରେ ଗୋଟେ ବড় project ହବ, very sensitive issue. যদি এটা ডিসকাস করা যায় সেই লোকালাইট সহিত, পাবলিক সহিত, we can reduce the conflict. Okay. Historical perspective to current environment condition can be provided by the public. Historical condition ঠিক সেই জায়গাରେ ଆଗରୁ କେମିତି ଥିଲେ, ଏବେ କେମିତି ହେଲା, ଯଦି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହବ କୌଣସି ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ହେଇପାରେ সেই ଜାଗାରେ, ସେଇ ହିଷ୍ଟୋରିକାଲ ପର୍ସପେକ୍ଟିଭ ସେଟା ପବ୍ଲିକ ୱିଲ୍ ଗିଭ୍ ଦ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ, ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ୍ ହେଲ୍ପ ଇନ୍ ଜେନେରେସନ ଅଫ୍ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଡାଟା. ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଡାଟା ଯେଉଁ ଆମ ବେସ୍ ଲାଇନ୍ ଡାଟା ଦରକାର, ଯଦି ଆମ ଲୋକାଲ ଲୋକମାନେ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ କରିବେ ତାହେଲେ ଆମ ବେସ୍ ଲାଇନ୍ ଡାଟାଟା ବହୁତ ବଢ଼ିଆ ରକମ ମିଳିବ, ସେଟା ପ୍ରିଡିକ୍ସନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଇଟ୍ସ ୱିଲ୍ ବି ଏକ୍ସଲେଣ୍ଟ. Criteria for evaluation of significant identify impact can be provided by them. So, criteria for evaluation of significant identify impact. Suppose हम तो ऑफिस रे बसी की some prediction कर देले कि prediction हबो এই জায়গায় এমিতি সিচুয়েশন হেই পারে নেক্সট 10 ইয়ার্স রে, যদি সে আমি যদি ইভালুয়েশন প্রসেস রে লোকাল লোক মানে ইনভলভ করিবে, they can give better input. Helpful in suggesting an organizing mechanism for public participation. Suppose some industry କହିଲେ କି ଆମ ଗୋଟେ ହିଲ୍ କର୍ଣ୍ଣରରେ ଗୋଟେ କିଛି କରିବାର ଅଛି, then public will କି no you go to this barren land, ଗୋଟେ ଏଇ ଜାଗା ଅଛି, ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ କିଛି ଗଛ ଫଛ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ଆପଣ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଶିଫ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ, ମଡିଫାଇ କରନ୍ତୁ, ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି କଲେ ଆମ ବି ଉପକାର ହବ, ଆପଣ ଆମ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଗଛ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ଗଛ କିଛି ହଉନି, ସେ ଏନଭାୟରନମେଣ୍ଟ ଏତିକି ଏଫେକ୍ଟ ହବନି. So that provide is kind of evaluation significant identification process re alternative identification process re কাম আসিব. Helpful suggesting organizing mechanism for public participation. Okay. Provide help in scheduling for overall assessment process and in defining a scope of work. ଲୋକମାନେ କ'ଣ କରିବେ, scheduling করে. Suppose କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ଏଇ କୌଣସି ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟରେ ଗୋଟେ schedule ଥାଏ, suppose 3 years schedule. Suppose a power plant 3 years schedule. 3 years schedule ରେ first year କ'ଣ, leveling of the ground. Then second year କ'ଣ, preparation of boiler, preparation of train line, preparation of power line. Third stage କ'ଣ, assembly, সমস্ত জিনিস assembly করা যাব third year রে. And fourth year କ'ଣ, power supply generation. So এই যে provide to overall assessment যদি ଆମ public ଲୋକମାନେ involve କରିବେ, ତାହେଲେ ସେମାନେ experience idea, ତାଙ୍କର experience and ତାଙ୍କର ଯଦି local ଲୋକମାନେ ଯଦି ମାନେ involve କରିବେ, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ସୁବିଧା ହେଲା କି they can give a better time. Link team member and a key organization of assessment. Team member সহিত organization রে ଗୋଟେ association দরকার. Potential mitigation measure can be identified and evaluated. ଲୋକମାନେ ଯଦି କହିବ, suppose I have a experience कि there is a thermal power like Talcher thermal power. Local ଲୋକମାନେ help করলে কি ତାଙ୍କର जो fly ash हुए, local ଲୋକମାନେ give a suggestion, alternative mitigation suggestion कि fly ash is very dangerous because সেগুলা health hazard ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ. So then they have suggested or alternative method कि এই জায়গারে নয় make a ash pond this জায়গা, देन दिस फ्लाई ऐश कौन करागला कि ब्रिक्स तैयारी करने पे यूज करागला नाउ इट इज इजी टू डिस्पोज ऑल द फ्लाई ऐश आगुरे থার্মাল পাওয়ার মানে সে পে করতে ফ্লাই অ্যাশকে যদি নেবে গুটি ট্রাক নিলে তাঙ্কর কিছু পয়সা দিয়ে যায় কি 200 rupees 300 rupees পার ট্রাক্টর নাও ফ্লাই অ্যাশ সো ডিমান্ডেড कि you have to purchase means for brick হচ্ছে সেই জায়গায় public confidence increase in AI process so I tell you one thing public যদি কোনসি জায়গায় যদি ইনভলভ না করা যাবে লোক মানে ডর রহিব কি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি হলা পরে আম সমস্ত ক্ষতি হয়ে যাব our land will go our popular our means bread and butter will go যদি ଲୋକମାନେ ଲୋକାଲ ଲୋକମାନେ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ କରାଯିବ ତାଙ୍କର ଯଦି ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦିଆଯିବ ତାଙ୍କର ଯଦି ଜବ୍ ଦିଆଯିବ ତାହେଲେ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ୱିଲ୍ ଇନକ୍ରିଜ ଓକେ ଇନ୍ ସାମାରି କ'ଣ অবজেক্টিভ অফ পাবলিক পার্টিসিপেশন যদি আপন অবজেক্টিভ লিখিবে তাহলে এতিকি পয়েন্ট ইজ মোর দেন সাফিসিয়েন্ট ইনফ্লুয়েন্সিং ডিসিশন গোটে ডিসিশন নেবা পাই ইনফ্লুয়েন্স করাই পার্ট অফ ইআইএ প্রসেস এনহান্সিং ডেমোক্রেটিক ক্যাপাসিটি ଲୋକମାନେ ବି କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ଆସ ଓକେ ଏ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିରେ ଆମ ବି ଡିସିସନ ନେଇଛି ଏ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହବା ପାଇଁ ସୋ वी आर ପାର୍ଟ ଅଫ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ সোশ্যাল লার্নিং ଲୋକମାନେ ଯଦି ମାନେ ମିନ୍ସ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଯଦି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହବ ଲୋକମାନେ ଯଦି ତାର ଜବ୍ ମିଳିବ ସୋ সোশ্যাল লার্নিং ୱିଲ୍ ବି ଇନକ୍ରିଜ empowering and emancipating emancipating that marginalized individual and group ଲୋକମାନେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲ ଲୋକମାନେ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ତାଙ୍କର ବେନିଫିଟ ମିଳିବ ରିଜଲଭିଂ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟ ଫାଷ୍ଟ କଥା ହେଲା କୌଣସି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିରେ ଇନିସିଆଲି ଲଟ୍ ଅଫ ରେଜିଷ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ହୁଏ ବିକଜ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟ ପାଇଁ ସୋ ଯଦି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ଦ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ଦି ଲୋକମାନେ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ହବ ତାଙ୍କର ଯଦି ଓପିନିଅନ ନିଆଯିବ ତାହେଲେ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟଟା କିନ୍ତୁ ମିନିମାଇଜ ହେଇପାରେ ଜେନେରେଟିଂ ଲେଜିଟିମେସି testing and robustness of information from other sources so incorporating experimental and value added knowledge again I tell you local ଲୋକମାନେ can be source ହେଇପାରେ information ରୁ not only local ଲୋକମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ experimental or based knowledge help ହେଇପାରେ and harness of local information and knowledge local মানে information বহুত হি কম আমাদের কোনসি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি সেটআপ পাই another question is very important tell the techniques involved in public participation I find out a question সেটা গোটে পয়েন্ট আছে tell the technique in public participation another just 10 minutes 20 minutes 10 minutes I'll take public participation ro media technique media মানে কোন রেডিও ହେଇପାରେ টেলিভিশন ହେଇପାରେ ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ପେପର ହେଇପାରେ ଆଡଭର୍ଟାଇଜମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇପାରେ ସୋ এইগুলো মাধ্যমରେ কিন্তু ପବ୍ଲିକ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ୍ ଜାଗୃତତା ମିନ୍ସ ଲୋକମାନେ ଆୱାରନେସ୍ ସେଇଟା ସେଇଟା ନିହାତି ଦରକାର ନହେଲେ କୌଣସି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଡେଭଲପ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ଅନଲି যেটা ହବ ସେଟା ହବ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟ ହବ only যেটা হব means just to fight between the local public and the industry police and all these things will be involved next is research technique sample polls and community profiles ଲୋକମାନେ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଟେକ୍ନିକ sample polls ମାନେ যে লোকাল বেসলাইন ডাটা গুড়া কালেক্ট করা যাব লোকালাইট উইল হেল্প করিব পলিটিক্যাল টেকনিক এন্ড সিটিজেন রেফারেন্ডম সি কোনসি জায়গায় যদি suppose ruling government କିଛି କରିବା ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ suppose in ରାଉରକେଲା local government କିଛି କରିବା ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ruling party କିଛି କରିବା ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଦେଖାଗଲା କି ଅପୋନେଣ୍ଟ କହିଲେ ନା ନା ଏ ଲୋକମାନେ ସେ ଇଏ କଲେ କି ନା ନା ଏ ଜାଗାରେ ହବନି ଏ ଜାଗାରେ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହେଲା ପରେ ଲୋକମାନେ ବହୁତ କ୍ଷତି ହେଇଯିବ ଦେନ୍ politically initial political all the parties should involve করলে পড়ে সেই জায়গায় ইন্ডাস্ট্রি করা ପାଇଁ easy হবে large group meeting every time we have to do large group meeting so it will help कि meeting करले पड़े लोगों ने confidence हो लोगों ने involvement हो so it will help to take the decision and all these thing is the part of EIA process okay now plan of public involvement and um, প্ল্যান অফ পাবলিক ইনভলভমেন্ট এইটা এটা গোটে পয়েন্ট আছে যেটা জাস্ট ফরগেট টু হাইলাইট ওকে
Hello, sir.
ইয়েস প্লিজ টেল মি
Sir,
कौन
আপনি যে কইলে explain public involvement in EIA process,
হ্যাঁ সেই
এটা
অ্যান্সারটা না না
এটা অলগা।
না না এটা সেটা অলগা কিন্তু তার অ্যান্সারটা এটা বেসিক্যালি ইনভলভমেন্ট অফ টেকনিক্স অফ ইনভলভ ইন পাবলিক পার্টিসিপেশন তার অ্যান্সার হলো মিডিয়া টেকনিক রিসার্চ টেকনিক পলিটিক্যাল টেকনিক আর লার্জ গ্রুপ টেকনিক
ହଁ
যদি
sir, ସେଇଟା ଅଲଗା question। ଯୋଉ
হুম
last time କହିଲେନି କି explain public involvement in EIA process,
হুম
ସେଥିରେ ଆମେ କଣ ଲେଖିବୁ sir? ସେ various public
ହଁ
rights ଅଛି, ଆଉ role of public ଯୋଉ ଅଛି ସେଇଟା, ଆଉ objectives of public participation, ଏତିକି sir?
ଏତିକି ବାସ୍ ଏତିକି ସପୋଜ ଯଦି କୌଣସି କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଥାଏ ରୋଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ପବ୍ଲିକ୍ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ଇନ୍ ଇଆଇଏ ପ୍ରୋସେସ୍ ତାହେଲେ ଭେରିୟସ୍ ପବ୍ଲିକ୍ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଅଲ୍ ଆପଣ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ୍ କରିବେ कि पब्लिक इज फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल इन पब्लिक इन्वायरमेंट निर्भर करे सक्सेस इआई प्रोसेस से सक्सेस निर्भर करे पब्लिक इनवॉल्वमेंट উপরে এটা হলো ফার্স্ট পয়েন্ট এনवायरमेंटल क्लियरेंस सिस्टम निर्भर करे एनवायरमेंटल क्लियरेंस निर्भर करे पब्लिक इनवॉल्वमेंट উপরে কাই পাবলিক ইনভলভমেন্ট দরকার বিকজ রাইট টু ইনফরমেশন অ্যাক্ট ডিসিশন ক্যান বি চেঞ্জ বাই পাবলিক অ্যান্ড কন্ট্রিবিউশন ইনফরমেশন দেন
Yes sir.
কୌଣସି ଦେନ୍ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ବି ରେ ଦ ରୋଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ପବ୍ଲିକ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟେଡ୍ ଫଲୋଇଂ କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ଯେମିତି ସପୋଜ ରିଡକ୍ସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ କନଫ୍ଲିକ୍ଟ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ପୁରା ଲାଇନ୍ লিখি না পারবে জাস্ট মেন হাইলাইট ଦ মেজର ପଏଣ୍ଟস রিডাকশন অফ কনফ্লিক্ট সপোজ ଲୋକମାନେ লোকাল ଲୋକମାନେ ସହିତ ইন্ডাস্ট্রির যে কনফ্লিক্ট সেটা কম হব যদি ଆମ পাবলিক ইনভলভ করিবে ফার্স্ট পয়েন্ট বা আদারওয়াইজ কহিবে কি অ্যাসেসমেন্ট অফ সোশ্যাল অ্যান্ড এনভায়রনমেন্টাল অ্যানালিসিস କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପବ୍ଲିକ ଓପିନିଅନଟା ନିହାତି ଦରକାର ପବ୍ଲିକ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନଟା ନିହାତି ଦରକାର ତାପରେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ମେନ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ କରିବି କି ଲୋକାଲ ଏକ୍ସପର୍ଟ বা লোকাল সিটিজেন গ্রুপ ତାଙ୍କର ইনফরমেশন দরকার সো
Yes sir.
রিজনাল আর লোকাল যে মানে ইস্যুগুলো ଅଛି সেইগুলো অ্যাড্রেস କରିବା দরকার তারপরে হিস্টোরিক্যাল পার্সপেক্টিভ যেটা কহিলে কি হিস্ট্রি অনুসারে সেই জায়গার হিস্ট্রি কোন सपोज সেই জায়গার যে ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল আছে সেই পাই যেটিকি সপোজ সাম প্লেসেস ইন আই আর লাস্ট আই টেল ইউ বেসিক্যালি in some places there is 64 different community of tribal দেখা গেল কি যদি আমি সেই জায়গায় গোটে ইন্ডাস্ট্রি হব পার্টিকুলারলি কম্যুনিটি টোটালি ডিস্ট্রয় হয়ে যাব মানে টোটালি সেই ଲୋକମାନେ যদি সেই জায়গায় বাহার করা দিয়ে দেন ସେମାନେ ଲୋକମାନେ যদি রিহ্যাবিলিটেশন প্রপারলি না হব দেন the history of that tribal community totally finish so that perspective also we have to taken care of সেকেন্ড কোন ফিল্ড ডাটাটা দরকার বেসলাইন ফিল্ড ডাটাটা দরকার যেটা লোকাল লোক মানে হেল্প করি পারে পাবলিক পার্টিসিপেশন নিহাতি দরকার সো সবু জিনিস এই কটা যদি পয়েন্ট আপন কইবে মোর দ্যান এনাফ ওকে তারপর অবজেক্টিভ পাবলিক পার্টিসিপেশন গোটে অলগা কোশ্চেন হয়ে পারে স্পেসিফিক্যালি অ গোটে কোশ্চেন হয়ে পারে টেকনিক ইনভলভ ইন পাবলিক পার্টিসিপেশন ওকে
Again.
আন্ডারস্টুড না
Thank you sir. Thank you.
ওকে সো principle of public involvement through jagare this point is not much more is relevant again the repeat same point gura repeat hobo so public involvement plan of public involvement kemiti public in frame kemiti public is involved karo what are the technique generally after mane je mane after pass out some people odisha lot of NGO is there non-government organization big industry cry is there then magic bus is there so say mane like other child protection I'm not going to child protection part some environmental related bahut guda NGO ଅଛି ସେମାନେ some EIA ର part ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କରନ୍ତି information কে ସେମାନେ what they do one way flow of information from the proponent to the public say NGO or they work for the government ସେ କ'ଣ କରନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରପର ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ପବ୍ଲିକ ଭିତରେ ସ୍ପ୍ରେଡ୍ କରିବା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ହେଲା କନସଲଟେସନ actually it is consultation two-way flow of information between proponent public and opportunities for the public to access the view to proposal কোন ফার্স্ট যেটা হচ্ছে ইনফরমেশন অনলি সে প্রপোনেন্ট মানে কোন গভর্নমেন্ট ହେଇପାରେ প্রপোনেন্ট কোন ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ହେଇପାরে ସେମାନେ କାହା ଥ୍ରୁରେ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ଦେବେ She will give the information through NGO or maybe some representative. Second হলো কনসালটেশন। কনসালটেশন কি টু ওয়ে, মানে লোকমানকে ইনফরমেশন দিয়ে যাব আর লোকমানে যে ইনফরমেশন দেবে সেটা অ্যাকসেপ্ট করা যাব। Next is participation. Again, it is public participation of the public. So interactive exchange between the proponent of public and yeah. So it is the same, means it's the consultation information, same point. So again, it's a repeat. So shared analysis and agenda setting of the development of understood এতে কিছু দরকার নাই অ্যাকচুয়ালি। এইটা হলো কি পার্টিসিপেশন কোন, ইটস এ এগ্রিমেন্ট অ্যানালিসিস এজেন্ডা সেটিং অ্যান্ড ডেভেলপমেন্ট অ্যান্ড আন্ডারস্টুড এগ্রিড পজিশন অ্যান্ড অন দ্য প্রপোজাল অ্যান্ড ইটস ইম্প্যাক্ট। এইটা গোটে এতে কিছু লিখে দরকার নাই, জাস্ট ইউ রাইট ডাউন ইট ইজ দ্য পয়েন্ট ডেভেলপমেন্ট প্রজেক্ট টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড এগ্রিড দ্য পজিশন অন দ্য প্রপোজাল অ্যান্ড ইটস ইম্প্যাক্ট। ଲୋକମାନେ ପବ୍ଲିକ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ତାଙ୍କର କୁହାଯିବ କି ଏଇ ଯଦି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଟା ହବ ତାଙ୍କର ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ କ'ଣ ହବ, ତାର ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟ କ'ଣ ଆସିବ। ସପୋଜ କୌଣସି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହେଲା ପରେ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ସ୍କୁଲିଂ ହବ, ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ରୋଡ, ସେ ଜାଗା ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ, ୱେଲନେସ୍ ସେଣ୍ଟର। ସୋ ଅଲ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ୱିଲ୍ can be developed on participation. Next, negotiation. Face to face discussion between the proponent মানে government and key stakeholders. Again I tell you stakeholders মানে কি, যে মানে লোক মানে ইনভলভ থাকবেন, লাইক ট্রাইবালস, মেবি লোকাল অথরিটি, পঞ্চায়েত মেম্বার্স, লাইক সো অল লাইক দিস মেম্বার অর সেই জায়গার এমএলএ এমপি, all called the stakeholders. Negotiation between গভর্নমেন্ট, যদি গভর্নমেন্ট প্রজেক্ট হবে, যদি বড় গোটে যে লাইক রিভার প্রজেক্ট, লাইক ড্যাম প্রজেক্ট, সো এইগুলো ইনফরমেশন ইনফর্মিং কনসালটেশন পার্টিসিপেশন অ্যান্ড নেগোসিয়েশন ফাইনালি। আর যদি নেগোসিয়েশন না হবো তাহলে প্রজেক্ট উইল নট গেট দ্য সাকসেস। সেই পয়েন্টটা যেটা আগুরে ডিসকাস করলে, দ্যাট ইজ ওয়ান ওয়ে কল দ্য ক্যাপাসিটি বিল্ডিং। ক্যাপাসিটি বিল্ডিং, সো actually I really মতে গোটিকে ভালো কি যে দিস রিয়েলি ইজ গুড ওয়ান দ্যাট কি যে পয়েন্টে নেক্সট ডিসকাশন হবো তার থ্রু কিছু জিনিস আগুরে ডিসকাস হয়ে যায়। সো ফার্স্ট ইজ দ্যাট রোল অফ ক্যাপাসিটি বিল্ডিং ইন ইম্প্রুভিং EIA. Capacity building maximize opportunity by enhancing the capability of a country to categorize, resolve the issue and hazards. Capacity building করো, এটা গোটে মেথড, যে মেথডরে কৌশি কান্ট্রি তার রিজলভ দ্য ইস্যুস অ্যান্ড হ্যাজার্ডস। ইট ইজ এ লং টাইম ভলেন্টারি প্রসেস, মিনস এটা গোটে লম্বা প্রসেস। যদি সে ক্যাপাসিটি বিল্ডিং প্রপার না হব তাহলে সেই জায়গায় ডেভেলপমেন্ট অ্যান্ড ইস্যু গুলা রিজলভ হয়ে পারিব। ইট ইনভলভ স্ট্রেন্থিং development and organization of institutional, human and other resources. This capacity building involve capacity building re ko part involve हुए development of the organization or institute, human মানে local লোক, public and other resource, যে resource সেগুলা involve হবো। aim কোন capacity building রে দেখুন তো, aim হলো capacity building encourage wide ranging environmental consideration and condition in the development procedure. Capacity building strengthen the diversity of civil society. Capacity building রে কোন wide range of environmental consideration, environment রে কোন যেগুলো চেঞ্জ হবো, wide range means bit to bit, it may be anything, all the environmental change taken into consideration in developmental procedure. Capacity building strengthen the diversity in civil society also. Principle of capacity building kono, it amalgate environment and development concern. So suppose apona kohibe ki amor development darkar, environment darkar nai, no, there is amalgament mane mixing, proper mixing darkar, development bhi darkar, environmental protection bhi darkar. So this is the capacity building. It account gender issues, entire characteristic and stage implementation and development. Capacity building seeks include disadvantaged society group and to develop an approaches. Capacity building another thing is that if any disadvantaged group of the society thibo যেমানে ଲୋକମାନେ ସୁବିଧା ପାଇନାହାନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ବି consider କରାଯିବ for the development. To achieve a given objective of policy, capacity building uses various technique, management, incentive, analytical tool, and organizational structure. Capacity building কি objective কোনো various technique, management କଣ କରିବ କି incentive ଦରକାର ଲୋକମାନେ ଯେମାନେ ଯେଠୁ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଏରିଆରେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଲୋକମାନେ ଇନସେଣ୍ଟିଭ ଦିଆଯିବ ଏ ଇନସେଣ୍ଟିଭ ମାନେ କ'ଣ ସପୋଜ somebody given a land so ତାଙ୍କର ଇନସେଣ୍ଟିଭ ଦିଆଯିବ କି ଓକେ you are given 1 acre land because of this you take 50 lakhs rupees incentive analytical and organizational structure ବି ଦରକାର capacity building କରିବା ପାଇଁ it involve all aspect of process with respect to affected and interested public তো সমস্ত process with respect of affected and interested public যে লোক মানে এফেক্ট হব যে লোক মানে ইন্টারেস্টেড আছি পাবলিক all will be involved on this process coordination between civil society and government agencies get enhanced by capacity building actually কোন এই যে আগুলো যেমন কোয়া হয়েছে মিটিং ডিসকাশন সো এগুলো কোন দরকার দরকার কোঅর্ডিনেশন କରିବା ପାଇଁ সিভিল সোসাইটি মানে যে ଲୋକମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ যে জায়গায় প্রজেক্ট হবো and government agencies maybe BDO or maybe SDO it may be DM district magistrate ତାଙ୍କର ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ bonding like କୌଣସି problem ହେଲା ପରେ solve କରିବା these are the main issues okay so I think as I summarized already so my last point is that major constitution of capacity building. First is training and education. Already I told you. It is the most important. Tell me the major constituents of capacity building. How to build a capacity. First point, you can write the interaction between the civil society and government. It will be accept করা যাবে. Training and education. It develops skill and competence necessary for EIA good practices. Organization and the management. To strengthen the structure, process and system EIA implementation is required. So, to strengthen the structure and the system of EIA implementation, organization and their management. যে organization and management process ভিতরে structure improve করা দরকার so EIA implementation କରିବା ପାଇଁ suppose EIA তো study ହେଇଯାଇଛି alternative method জনা ଅଛି যদি ম্যানেজমেন্ট রাজি না হব ম্যানেজমেন্ট নট ইনটু ইনভেস্ট মানি କି ନା ନା ଆମ ଏଆଇ ଯେଗୁଡ଼ା ଅଲ୍ଟରନେଟିଭ୍ ମେଥଡ଼ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି ମିଟିଗେସନ୍ ମେଥଡ଼ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି ଯେ ଅନୁସାରେ ଆମ ଏନଭାରମେଣ୍ଟରେ ଇଏ ଦରକାର ନା ନା ଆମ ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ଆମ ଯେମିତି ଯେ ମାନେ ଟକ୍ସିକ୍ ୱାଟର ବାହାରିଛି যেটা খারাপ পানি ବାହାରିଛି ইন্ডাস্ট্রিରୁ সেটা আমি যদি প্রসেস করিবি তাহলে ମୋ পয়সা খরচা হব দরকার নাই তাহলে যদি এই যে ম্যানেজমেন্ট যদি ফলো না করিব then there is a loss of environment, loss of the civil society. So organization and management should take care of this point. Network and linkage. Next point is network and linkage. These promote corporation information exchange and professional development among the EIH stakeholders. Already I told this point. যদি কোনোসি ডেভেলপমেন্ট দরকার হবো ইনফরমেশন এক্সচেঞ্জ দরকার কৌনসি যে স্টেক হোল্ডার and the development authority তাঙ্কর ভিতরে গোটে অর্গানাইজেশন আর নেটওয়ার্ক আর লিঙ্কেজটা নিয়ে আসা দরকার নেক্সট হলো পলিসি অ্যান্ড ইনস্টিটিউশনাল ফ্রেমওয়ার্ক ইট ইমপ্রুভ দ্য EIA legislation regulation and procedure and their corporation with other process and tools বেশি কিছু নেই policy and institutional framework মানে কোন গোটে গভর্নমেন্ট শুড হ্যাভ এ পলিসি সাপোজ কৌনসি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি সেট আপ করা পরে কেউ পলিসি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি শুড ফলো যদি ভায়োলেশন হব তাঙ্কর পানিশমেন্ট কোন আছে সেটা বি পলিসি ভিতরে রুল ভিতরে রহা দরকার পলিটিক্যাল কালচার দ্য পজিশন অফ EIA উইথ রেফারেন্স টু দ্য ব্রডার সোশ্যাল অ্যান্ড ইকোনমিক realities and the political culture. Actually, suppose ଗୋଟେ ପଲିଟିକାଲ କଲଚର ଦରକାର। ପଲିଟିକାଲ କଲଚର ଏମିତି ନୁହେଁ କି ସପୋଜ কোনো ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହଉଛି ମାନେ ଅଲୱେଜ ଦିସ୍ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟ ପାର୍ଟି ୱିଲ୍ ସେ କି नो 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 ଏଟା ଏଇ ଜାଗାରେ ହବନି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ହବନି नो ସେମିତି ନୁହେଁ। ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତି ହେଲ୍ଦି ପଲିଟିକାଲ କଲଚର ଦରକାର ଯେ ପବ୍ଲିକ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ହବ, ପଲିଟିକାଲ ପାର୍ଟିଜ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ହବ ଫର ଦ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ। ଓକେ, ସୋ major constituent I told you: training and education, organization and their management, network and linkage, policy and institutional framework, and political culture. This is the major constituent. So these are the question: what is capacity building? List a major constitution of capacity building. Already I told you. Okay, so before you read, before you just close, I want to tell you, let the sum up. So this may be the question: explain right of public in EIA process. Very good question. Discuss terms of reference. I already told you. What is the aim of capacity building in EIA process? What is impact analysis? What is a mathematical model, stochastic model, and all this? Explain its type. So this terminal question, please go through all these points I highlighted. So I think I covered it up. All this. Now, can you ask any question? You can ask any question. I think only 8 people is there as of now. Seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people is there. So anybody can ask any question. Hello.
Sir, today we completed Unit 2.
Today we
Actually,
complete unit. Please.
actually total 8 units are there, 8 or 9 units are there, sir. So,
Uh, Unit 2, I got the PDF that have 4 units actually, 4 classes. You have any idea about this PDF, which have 8 units? Please share with me in WhatsApp. Okay,
okay, sir, okay.
okay, I'll share
Actually,
the PDF. Yeah, tell me.
in IGNO, like Gyankosh, sir,
Okay,
Gyankosh website, all the units are available, sir.
okay. I
So I will
shared
send, sir.
I one topic it shared to me, means one PDF. So I download that PDF. I find out 4 topic: EIA, concept of EIA procedure, EIA techniques, tools and techniques, and finally is that is called strategic EIA system. Okay, these are the 4 classes I have. Should I close?
Okay, sir.
Hello? 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 Class ସରିଗଲା କି?
Sir, out ହେଇଗଲାଣି.
ସାର୍ କଣ ସାର୍ ବୁକରେ ଏତେ ୟୁନିଟ୍ସ ଅଛି, ସାର୍ କଣ ସବୁ ଏତେ କହିଲେ ପଢେଇଲେ?
ସେଇ ସାର୍ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ ଅଛନ୍ତି, 4ଟା ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଅଛି ଭାବିଛନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳେ 8-9ଟା ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଅଛି। ଏ ସବୁ ଗୁଡାକ ତାଙ୍କୁ
ସାର୍
ପଠେଇଦେଲେ ସେ
ଆମର
ଦେଖିବେ।
ଯଦି 16ର ପିଡିଏଫଟା ବୁକ୍ ପିଡିଏଫ ନାହିଁ କି, ଯାହା କାହା ପାଖରେ ଥିଲେ ଯଦି ସେୟାର କରିଦେବା ତ ସେ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ।
ହଁ, ସେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ୱେବସାଇଟରେ ହିଁ ଅଛି, ମୁଁ ସେଟା ଡାଉନଲୋଡ୍ କରି ସେୟାର କରିଦେବି ସାରଙ୍କ ସହିତ।
ପର୍ସନାଲ ନମ୍ବର ଅଛି କି ସାର୍ଙ୍କ?
ସାର୍ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେଠି ଦେଇଦେବେ।
ଅଛନ୍ତି?
ହଁ,
ଆଉ
ନମ୍ବର ବି ଦେଇଥିବେ
ଦେଖିକି
ସାର୍।
ଯଦି ଅଛି ମୋ ପାଖରେ ବୋଧେ, ଦେଖି ସେୟାର କରିଦେଲେ ହବ।
ସାର୍ ନମ୍ବର ବି ଦେଇଥିଲେ, ଅଛି।
ହଁ, ଆଜି ସବୁ 2ଟା ୟୁନିଟ୍ ହେଲା ନାଇଁ କି ସାର୍?
ହଁ, 2ଟା ହେଲା ସାର୍, 4ଟା ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଭାବିଛନ୍ତି ବୋଧେ।
ସାର୍ ପୁରା ହଉ ଦେଖିବା। ଆପଣ PDF ସେୟାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍।
ହଁ ମୁଁ ପଠେଇ ଦେଉଛି ସାର୍।
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ।
ସୁସ୍ମିତା ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ